Hello and welcome back. So the issue with the base currently is twofold. First of all, if you look here at the stations coming in, we have red stations for iron ore, and stone. Then we have white stations for coal, copper, and uranium. Now, bullet damage 6 finished. Let's get the next research on. Do another bullet. Let's do a mining productivity actually. That's 1,200, that's 400. We'll do the bullet damage. And the reason for this is that we are basically getting all our copper from this one patch out here. And this patch is running full pelt. There's nothing more it can do, and it's not keeping up with the trains. There's copper trains here queued up. The coal is in a similar situation. This is running at full speed, is getting depleted. We're loading up the train as we get there. Okay, so the other thing that's happening is if we look at there, this is our red circuit build, and it's producing a trickle of red circuits. It should be saturating this red line very easily. In fact, it should be saturating a blue line. I'll upgrade that at some point. It's not even close. Because by the time you get down here, you can see there's no petroleum left. There's no petroleum left because of a consistent fault with this base, which is that I built it for capacity for when it's fully built with all the modules and beacons and blue belts, which is really silly for a base to get you there. So it's a base which runs really well once it is there, but before you get there, it doesn't really run well enough. So I think I can address this fairly easily. We're backed up on water, so I don't need to bring in more water. And we're backed up on crude, because we've got the train bringing in crude, right? So this hadn't even got close to draining before this train came in. So what I'm going to do is slap down a second refinery here. And I'm going to make sure that this refinery doesn't have any of the modules or beacons set up, so that we can make sure that the existing refinery is the one that gets beaconed as beacons arrive. And then we can tear this refinery up. Right. So I'm wondering where we can fit this. I think that's going to be a bit tight for pipes. If I turn around, right, if I put it down here, it's within the logistics range, within the construction range of existing bots. So I'm going to slap it down here. And the idea is some combination of me and the base will then build this. We can plumb it in. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Goodness me. Okay. So some combination of me and the base will then build this. I can hook in power, and then once the power is in, we can plumb it into the existing oil network. So that should effectively double our petroleum production, which should really help. Okay, so let's grab a stack of pipes and a stack of undergrounds. Oh, look at that, it's just building. So our factory is working very well. The factory is now able to build the factory. Yeah, so this is just going to work now. Okay, so let's look at the inputs. We have 2 water inputs, and I have 2 water here. So I'm going to take out, I think, I don't want to get bottlenecked by water, that would just be a bit sad. Alright, let's move back into the logistics range. I think something was delivering me stuff. So possibly I will bring in a new water line. I might T-junction it off from the existing ones. And then I'll splice in the lube. Do I have my pipes? Nope, I don't. Something's bringing me something. Wonderful. So it's being delivered to me and then used to build, which is very helpful. It's handy earlier on when you want to sort of control which bits of the factory get built first, because you can set a big request to you for materials. And then it all gets delivered to you rather than being laid down by the base bots, but as soon as they're in you, then they get delivered out. It's not such a great thing when you're in this sort of situation where you kind of want a pocket full of pipes to be able to wire this up, and it's determined to use them. Okay, I think that may be complete. Let's see. Right, that's dropped off some pipes to me. It's only 3, but we'll see how it goes. All right. So, turn it on, because I don't like flashing lights. Okay, let's see if we can bring... this is going to be a problem, because we need to splice in the lube over here. Maybe the best way to do it is to botch it into the back of this build. It's a bit ugly, but it would do the job, I think. It means bringing a pipe all the way down. I'm starting to feel like there isn't a neat and tidy way to do this. So let's just do it however it needs to be done. Okay, so the lube goes up to this top line. Right, so I can... Okay. There. So can I run the lube down? That's going to clash with water, but this is going to clash with oil. If I move the whole thing over just by 1, then I think we're okay. So do I have any standard pipes yet? Yeah, they've been delivered. Okay, so let's bring that out, 1 jump. So then we go across 1. Then I think we can run up. Okay. Brilliant. And complete this with a single straight pipe. There we are. So lube is now flowing in. No, lube is flowing out because it's backing up. Okay, that's fine. Let's do all these that way round. Okay, what's the best way to get petroleum in? So the petroleum line is another one that goes up. So that's another one that we could bring down. Okay, bring that over. Now, can I bring it in by the side of the... Yeah, I think I can. Oh, it wants to be over further, so that's going to go right through the middle of all those pumps, which is not ideal. Okay, so let's bring it down here instead. Oh, that was fortuitous. Okay. That's connected, that's connected. Great. So, the next thing is the water. And I'm in 2 minds here. Should I bring in an extra line of water? Do I have pumps? That kind of tells me whether it's a simple thing. No, I don't have any pumps in my inventory. It's easy to get some though. So let's ask for offshore pumps. I just need 2 of them. Thank you. Cancel that. Okay. So I could bring the water in down the far side, which makes it nice and easy to measure. So where do these offshores go? There. There we are. And then probably easiest to put these down with blueprints. Okay. Take a pipe. We're going to have a pipe there. And I'm out of undergrounds. Okay, give me undergrounds. Do I have undergrounds? 28. That's a good number to be going on with. Okay, seems like the base spots are now prioritized with building this. Let's carry on. Right, where's all this damage happening? Okay, so there was lots of attacks there. Are there any other places where bad things are happening? Oh, while you're away, I was getting various marauding loads of bugs coming through here and taking out my rail line. And although I could now put in a little short rail line here, I spotted a patch of oil. There's not much oil in it. So what I've done is put down a couple of pumps and then a line of flamers and a wall and some landmines all the way around. And then here, just a corner. The bugs coming from this side seem to go around this corner and then get caught by these flamers. These work fine. Maybe I should move the wall out a little further so that the big spitters can't reach them, but anyway. So this basically seems to work. So far nothing has got through. I'm becoming a bit of a fan of flamers, so I may be using them a lot more in further builds. Okay, so we have water coming up here. Let's put the print down again. Right, so I want basically to do that. Let's go up. Did I? Yeah, so I think that's okay. It's just tricky to see with all this undergrowth. That's there. Come on, out from the trees. Right, so there's where that one needs to go. We don't need these two because instead we're going to put down that and that. Okay, let's take the blueprint. One more. Then we'll go up here. Okay. Then where's the blueprint gone? Here. Okay. Shoot me, I don't care. This is definitely a temporary build. Wonderful. All right, let's get these powered. So all that's left is to bring in crude. And I want to bring crude in. Ideally, I would have wanted to bring it in from there, so it was being brought in from a different place, but I think what I'm going to do is bring it in from here. And I'm out of undergrounds again, so let's wait to be delivered more. In the meantime, clear that blueprint and make another one of that. Here we are. Okay. So I'll need a pump here. 1, 2. There we are. Do I have a pump in my inventory? A fluid pump. Yes, I do. There. That will go there. And it's already powered, it looks like. Yeah, already powered. Thank you for the undergrounds. That's really cool. Okay, so they're being delivered. We need to do something here. All right, let's take this. So that would be something like that. To there, and into there. Great, so this is now switched on. We have fluids running through the pipes. Yep. The export pumps are exporting. I think lube is actually backed up. Yeah, amazing. Okay, it was red circuits which were the issue. So let's click on just those. Right, so 10 minutes we've been running here. Oh, look at that uptick. So, fingers crossed, if we've done this correctly, we have doubled our red circuit production. Yep, there we are. And this is our blue circuit production, which hasn't yet been affected because it had sufficient sulfuric acid. That's brilliant. So that's more than doubled. Because I'm guessing all the excess is now going into red circuit production, into the plastic for it. Okay, right, so let's look at some of the things which depended on red circuits. So we were shockingly poor, batteries were fine. We were shockingly poor at gold science. That hasn't been affected yet. Low density structures. Okay, and what else? Blue science, we don't care about green in this context. Where's the purple science gone? Is it hiding? No, all the other sciences are backed up, I think. Rocket control units, they were a problem. Right, so we're starting to see other things on an uptick. So the reds have plateaued off. We've got our extra production for those. Then these are the blues. The blues are starting to increase. That's it. So confident in blues. I think we now have, which one is that? I wish there was a better key. Yeah, so the gold science is now up. And the other things are still pretty stable. Right, let's do a quick base tour. So this is here. I don't know if we are now going to keep up with the fluid supply, but there's an easy way to try and fix that, which is to put in a second train. For that I need a locomotive and some fluid wagons, which are the sorts of things I may have lying around in my tank. So let's see if the tank does have it. No, the tank doesn't have it. Okay. So let me request a locomotive and fluid wagon. So those should be with me in a moment. Everything seems to have improved. Right, let's look at the production of Tier 3 productivity modules. Where are they? Come on. Is there a... Reset the filters. No. They bounce around. I wish there was a better way to do this. Alright, if we put it on 10 minute, they'll be a bit more stable. Everything's happier, isn't it? Alright, so this is now consistently maintaining production, whereas before it was bottoming out. I'm only making productivities at the moment. The speed modules are turned off because I really want the productivity boosts. I want all the circuits to be going into productivity. So let's have a look at the modules. Okay, we're now backed up with red circuits in modules. So I can turn speed modules back on. And the way we do this is we go to this combinator and we say speed modules, and I want 50 of them. Great. So now the speed module build is switched back on. It's controlled through a wire to the green inserters on the tier 1 module makers. Okay, brilliant. So that should... We've now got a good production of reds. The gold science is still slightly underwhelmed. This is looking a lot better. So I am going to just upgrade this while I'm here, so that I don't forget to do it later. Come on, it's a bit pipe hell here. These very compact builds don't really have anywhere to stand. I'm out of blues. Let's request a stack of those. Right, I've got my my trains, so we'll be fine in a moment. Right, where are my bluebells? Wish there was a way... Oh, here they are. Wish there was a way to see the incoming. I wish these things showed an incoming indicator. Okay, and I have some undergrounds, so we will start upgrading that. Alright, for now I'm just going to put a blue there. Let's upgrade the incoming. I think I'm just going to run this along with blues anyway. Okay. We can put a splitter there. Okay. Then I think we're good. Yeah. So then the green circuits are backed up. At some point they'll be rate limiting, from memory, I need blue back into research and red into production. There we go. And I'm out of splitters. Okay, so let's get some blue splitters. Let's just run over here. I want to check that nothing untoward is happening. Yeah, so the speed module 2s, they're all working now. They're bottlenecked by the speed module 1s, but these appear to have all the materials they need. It's because these are meant to have productivity boosts, so that would slow those machines down. All right, how far towards launching are we? 60%. Great. This has 3 productivity modules. It should have 4. I think that will get delivered at some point. Okay, so I was just running the... Thank you, I'll have those splitters. I was just having a look at the line of green coming in. So the green is blue all the way down here. Okay. So it's properly backed up, but at some point it really won't be. Okay, so that should be fine. I'm just going to do the last one in red just for... No, it doesn't need to be red, does it? Okay. So that's our blue circuits all up to scratch. Sorry, green circuits up to scratch. The red circuits is saturated for incoming materials. It's not actually. We're running a bit low on copper. Okay. So let's see. So all of these are blue belt. Let's run up. The top ones have red. So let's upgrade all this. Okay. So I think this backbone here should all be blue. I'm not sure about the takeoffs. We'll see about the takeoffs later. But the important thing is to make sure that the backbone here is all blue belt. Okay. So let's work from this end back. Great. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like not all of this smelter is working because it's not able to get the material out because at some point it goes into red belts. Wonderful. Okay, so that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Come on, I'm out of undergrounds. I need an underground. Am I requesting undergrounds? No, I'm not. It's slightly worrying having an odd number of undergrounds, but these things happen, I guess. Come on, where are you? Again, I wish there was an incoming thing on here. If you hovered on this, There are 71 in logistic storage, apparently. On the way, 50. Okay. They're just on the way from a long way away. Ah, here they are. Great. Yep. Right, there are 3 to upgrade, so I think I can... No, I can't because I'm an idiot. I'm trashing the reds now because a lot of the time I just don't need red in inventory. There's no recycling currently because I'm trying to do this without logistics. Right, so let's set that to 200 to give me a bit more of a buffer. Thank you. These all seem to be backed up now, which is encouraging, at least at this end. Oh, hang on. If they're all backed up, that means everything's stopped. Okay, let's just save the game here. Okay, everything's flashing red. Let's run over to the power. Right, we have a problem with power. We're out of coal. When we're out of coal because something is really seriously wrong with the trains. Okay, this is kind of an emergency situation. So, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can run over there and fix it. Do I have rail? Yes. I've got some signals? Yes. If I don't fix this soon, my turrets will run dry. Because the biters carry on going even if they don't have fuel. Right, off. Well, this was more eventful than I was hoping. Yeah, it's here, so the trains are all... Right, go to base coal. That can get in. Right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I can merge that in. Okay, and then inevitably at the opposite end, the coal train can't unload because there's no power, because it's the one supplying the stuff for the power. So I'm going to manually have to bootstrap everything up by sucking a bit of coal out of a train and dumping it in. Right, what's the... It might be even worse than that. That might not be... Yeah, that's... Alright. Into this one. Set this on manual. right, then up to coal, all right, back up a little bit, okay, let's get a steel box. Okay, let's take another steel box, put everything else in it. Okay, let's fire up a... No! We don't want that in storage. Auto trash, turn that up, turn that off. Go away. Stop trashing my coal. Right. Put this back in automatic. Wow, that was horrible. Okay, do I have an incoming coal train? Right, let's bring that in straight away. Okay, so it looks like I was in two minds about what I should do next. Either collect some more coal or some more copper. That brownout has convinced me that what I need is more coal, because this is not ideal. All right, we're in just in time. Yep, that's good. So that should be making it into the boilers now. Wonderful. So let's see if that survives. Right, with that excitement, the whole of this circuit build is now producing circuits. The petroleum is up to here on and off, but there are things being produced down here now and again. So it's down to the productivity and speed modules to get the rest of this going. We are now producing modules. The red circuits are all going into speed currently. Let's check to see if there are many speed modules buffered up. No, they're being taken as soon as they're made. Not a problem. The issue is this power. So how are we doing for that coal train? The whole thing, 6.9, let's bring it back early, because I really worry we must be right on the edge of our ability to power everything. Okay, well, I'm going to pause the episode here. The next thing I'll be doing is putting in a really urgent coal train to bring in more supplies for this. I was going to do another oil train, but that's way down the list right now of priorities. And looking on the map, there's a patch of coal there that's 13 million. So that's the one that I'm going to build, I think. It's an easy extension of this train line, and I'll just, grab it. Where has that coal train got to? Come on. Okay, well, thanks for watching. This was more entertaining than I was hoping it would be. I will see you again soon.